Hi everyone. This is my third vlog, I think, for the semester. And I'm bringing you this blog post as the snow is falling outside, the first big snow of the season. So that's pretty exciting. But I wanted to first start out my post by recapping the week. And then I'll go into how nervous I am for the week to come. But this week was pretty busy. It seemed. I don't know. It just seemed really busy. There's a lot going on in preparation for the coming weeks, I guess. Um, and we were ending units and kind of trying to start new ones and getting things ready and putting old things away. So that was kind of a lot to do. Um, in language arts, the students picked out their novel choice for the Great Depression novel unit that we started. And I learned that my teacher allows them to give their top choices, but she ultimately picks the book they should read based on their reading level. So that was interesting because I had often thought about doing something like that, some kind of reading supplemental activity that they could do outside of class. They could pick their book, and then they would have like the whole 9 weeks to do it or something. And so it was interesting to see how she kind of accomplished that task. And I just thought it was interesting that she also made them justify their choices and say pros and cons about why they wanted which book or why they didn't like which book, of the like 10 or 10 to 15 choices of books she gave them. Last week I graded essays from on Edmodo, and I got, on their midterms, I got back a comment about a parent who said a student was very upset about the grade he received. And and it's funny because when I gave him this grade, I felt really bad because I knew he took the time and did his research, and he really did try, but he didn't follow the directions. They were supposed to look at a blog and talk about the stuff that they talked about in class. The main figures, Louis Armstrong, George Gershwin, Aaron Copland, Bessie Smith, the main SOL people, and Great Migration and Harlem Renaissance. We were supposed to talk about all that stuff from the 20s. And he had one paragraph about that, and the others were not about this. So I couldn't justify giving him a good grade, and he was upset. But so my teacher told me this because this happened Tuesday, and I was there Tuesday. So Wednesday I asked him if she told him to look at my comments. And Wednesday I asked him if he did, and he said he didn't. And then Thursday I asked him if he did, and he said he didn't. So I think maybe while he was probably upset, he probably was more upset towards his mother than in reality. But it was interesting because like I said, I did feel bad. And I felt like I had justification for the grade I gave him. And my teacher said that she agreed with most of the grades that I gave the kids, so that was good. And I don't know, it just made me feel better about it that she agreed with me. And it was difficult because I really like this kid. He's really sweet and sensitive, and he's caring. But in the end, he didn't follow the directions, so I had to give him a lower grade. Let's see, what else? This week, the students turned in their zines that they had been working on ever since I first came there to the classroom, and a lot of them look really super cool, like totally above and beyond what I would have expected. And they should really be proud of these because some of them are amazing. Others, repeat offenders that don't turn stuff in or kind of do it halfway, still did it the same, but at least everyone by Thursday when I left, only 2 people out of 41 hadn't turned one in, maybe 3. So 2 or 3. So that's pretty good. Some of the repeat offenders have never turned things in actually did turn this in. So I thought that was pretty good. But this coming week, I start full-time teaching, and I'm pretty nervous about that. It's huge. It's huge for me, and I'm nervous about a whole bunch of things, a myriad of things. But I'm nervous that they won't. Let me list some of them. I'm nervous that they won't get the information they need. I'm nervous that the students won't like the activities that I planned. I'm nervous that I won't be able to get to even a little bit those kids that are unreachable. And I'm also nervous that all the information I learned in undergrad will not be recalled in my head, that I know when I'm up there, what if I say something wrong? And I act like I don't know it and I look like an idiot. I'm pretty nervous about that. Let's see, what else? And I just want to do the best that I can do, and I just also want it to be good enough for myself because I know that I'm trying, but that's me. And going along with the story I just told, I'm still a little nervous about being able to back up the grades that I give students. Especially this week, it was a wake-up call that you have to be able to, because a parent might come questioning you, so you have to always be ready. And let's see. So, what I'm not nervous about for this week is building strong relationships with my students. I think that's probably one of my strongest points, and I already adore the kids, and they're just so great. They're little sponges, these kids. They're pretty much quiet and listening for most of the time that they're in the class, which is awesome. And there aren't really any major discipline problems, and all the students are just really pretty good kids overall. So I'm not nervous about that. I'm already building relationships. I already feel like I have bonds with most of them, so I'm not nervous about that. And I'm not nervous about being guided by my cooperating teacher and that she will just like drop me. I'm not nervous about that. I know that my teacher is amazing and will help me and guide me through everything. So I just have to remember those are probably the biggest things about this next, 8 weeks, 9 weeks, that the most important things are that my teacher is supportive and that I get to know the students even better. So that's what I'm trying to focus on. And I can do this. I can. I just have to keep telling myself that. And I'm trying not to be too hard on myself, but it's kind of difficult because I just waited so long to be here. So it's kind of like a very scary step. And that's pretty much it. Wish me luck for the coming weeks.